Hello, welcome back to the channel. So leaks are becoming more and more prevalent than they've basically ever been. And I will be honest, I think that they just only make the game worse and just discussion around it in general. Because the thing is, I can understand why some people would want to look at leaks for, gameplay at least. Especially if you are free to play, since you can better plan out what, to use your jades on, especially with us just not really getting that many. So you can better plan out what characters will be good to give your account and that kind of thing. I mean, a good example of this is like High Ceilings. Like, if you didn't know she was Dot and you had Dot characters, you would be kind of annoyed when she gets revealed and you might have already spent your jades. Especially since she was right after 3.4, which had Phyton and the Fate characters in it. So I can understand it from that perspective. My problem with it isn't even necessarily the leaks themselves, it is just how much people spread them around. Because a lot of the time, it isn't like stuff that could be helpful like that, it's character animations, or bosses, which just spoils a lot of people like me who don't want to see it until the official stuff gets revealed. Like, because for some reason, a lot of people just don't tag their posts, and they'll just have an image of it, just right there. Like, I've been spoiled on so much content because people do actually just like spoiler tag their posts or anything like that. This is especially bad with like videos. I just like cannot go on YouTube for a bit, like when like new stuff comes out. Like a lot of stuff I just don't understand why you would want to even see early. Like a lot of the 4.0 stuff apparently got leaked. So now like I'm just not as excited for it because I already know what's going to happen. Like, I'm not gonna say what's gonna be in there, but in case some people don't know, but like, I'm just not as excited for it anymore because I already know what's gonna be revealed. So, like, I have a special kind of disdain for people that leak story stuff, because, like, there is literally no reason to do it. Like, with the gameplay stuff, I can at least kind of see a reason. For story stuff, there is literally just no point. Like, the whole point of the story is to experience it for yourself. Why would you want to just see what happens from like a random Twitter post or something? Like, this is especially bad when like the pre-download stuff happens before like a patch, since a lot of people will just data mine the files and then just post all like the images and cutscenes online. So I kind of understand why a lot of people try to do the story so fast, because it's so easy to get spoiled on stuff. Like, I just think leaks in general just make discussion around the game way less interesting, since everyone already knows what's going to be coming. So you can't even really, like, theorize about anything. Like, you try to talk about, like, potential new paths, that kind of thing has already been leaked. You try to talk about what characters might potentially do, they're basically leaked as soon as they get revealed. Which, to be fair, is partially Hoyo's fault. Like, they should definitely do more to actually counter leakers, because I believe they just have, like, a public beta. And there is probably some of them wanting to draw out hype a bit more till the live stream comes out, so I'm sure some of it is probably intentional. But I do think it is still bad because it's kind of showing it in a way that is not intended by the devs, so I think a lot of the leaked stuff gets blown like way out of proportion. Like the caster's passive thing, I think it was blown way out of proportion from the leaked stuff when it actually went to the game, and like it's not that bad. Like, what is more exciting? Seeing like a character coming from just a random post or video, or seeing it like actually get officially revealed in like a live stream or from like one of their official posts and getting excited with everyone else. Like the amphoreus reveal in like the live stream was a perfect example. No one knew it was coming, and it got everyone excited. And I feel like leaks just ruin those kinds of moments because everyone already knows what planet's coming or what sort of characters are coming. Like this. Also, another problem is that leaks create an insane amount of misinformation, because a lot of people just for some reason just seem to take them at face value when you have no idea if what you're seeing is actually real, or if it's actually going to be the same once it comes out. Like, this happens so much with a lot of the amphoreus characters, where people would say that they're bad because of the leaks, and then they would come out and be really good. I think a big example of this is with Cypher. Like, I saw so many people saying, she was bad, she was not worth pulling, she's only going to be good with like 1 or 2 characters. And then, guess what? She came out and she was really good. Like, and the same thing happened with like Trippy. Apparently, like, she got nerfed in the beta or something, and then everyone said she was going to be bad. And now she's like the best support in the game. Like, leaked information should always be taken with like a grain of salt. Like, this is why I always wait till like character actually comes out to see how good they are, because most people who leak stuff do not care about actually helping you. They only care about clout. Like, I feel like a lot of the leaks mainly just come from people just being impatient, like, wanting to see the animations early, wanting to see what's gonna happen early, which, I get it, I am excited for, like, future stuff, but, like, a lot of it is either just, like, not finished, or just viewed in a way that isn't intended by the devs. Like, I want to know what's gonna happen in the 3.7 story pretty badly, but I don't want to get leaked on it because that's just gonna ruin the excitement. Like, I do think this is partially the fault of the live streams as well, because I feel like they've just been kind of boring. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like they show exciting stuff, but they kind of just present it in the most boring way possible, so people are kind of resorting to leaks because the official way of getting information isn't that exciting either. Like in the 3.6 live stream, they showed us getting a free Dan, which is pretty exciting, but I saw like barely anyone talking about it since they didn't even really hype it up that much. So I do think they need to kind of get better at hyping things up more. But even for some of the gameplay stuff, which I can kind of understand, there's a lot of it that the game just already shows you. Like with pre-farming, the game already shows you what mats you need after the live stream. It gives you like plenty of time to already farm, and it's not like farming even really takes that long in the first place. The only like maybe exception is with like relics, but even then, they will often just make relics or planar ornaments for the upcoming characters, so you can't even pre-farm it anyway. Like, I just think in general, leaks make the game just a lot less fun to engage with, since you already know what's coming, so you aren't going to. So I think it just leads to a lot of people just being bored when the actual patch comes out. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think part of this is just the lack of content, like only getting 2 or 3 events. For most of amphoreus is pretty bad, and does lead to a lot of people just feeling like there's nothing to do. Though it is getting better with us getting, a new in-game mode this patch, and getting another game mode next patch. But like, I do think part of the reason leaks have gotten so much bigger is because there's not much to do, so people are looking for like other things to be excited about, which I can understand, but I also feel like it makes it so once that thing actually comes out, like you're just kind of like, okay, it's there, and like you're just not that excited about it. But like, I think that it just kind of causes a lot of stuff to have a lot of like diminished excitement than that it could have if it wasn't leaked. Like, at the end of the day, I do think there are legitimate reasons to, like, at least, especially if you are free to play, like I said, like, so you can better plan into, like, what to pull for. I think my main problem is more so just, like, the culture around him, and now basically everyone just, like, shoves them into your face so hard and basically just assumes that you look at leaks, which basically makes it just impossible to talk about any sort of upcoming content or characters. Like, I will have so many people in my comments being like, oh, like this, and then, like, it just feels so normalized, which is kind of weird to me, because I'm not even saying that, like, you can't post about leaks or anything. I'm just saying, try to at least not just assume that everyone looks at leaks, But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.